Hey, Christ Church. Well, what a difference a few days makes, right? It's hard to imagine that only a few short weeks ago we were here at the church meeting in person and going about life as usual. And now this week we hear news of widespread cancellations, widespread shelter-in-place orders all throughout our country. This rapid change reminds me of Proverbs 27:1. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. That is so true, and it feels so right to our experience these days. James 4 uses this proverb to teach us humility and a prayerful attitude of dependence upon God. During this time, we've already seen God at work in unusual and creative ways. It was a joy to worship with you on Sunday, even though we were scattered in our homes while we were doing it. As well, we've seen evidence of spiritual awakening in our region, as the health crisis prompts people to consider their mortality in new and profound ways. Lord willing, this is my prayer, that this spiritual awakening will continue and we'll see true spiritual renewal, even in the midst of a health crisis. And all of this brings us to prayer. Both hopeful and scary things bring home the point of the proverb. We are totally dependent upon God. So with this in mind, the elders want to use this season for us as a congregation to double down on prayer. Beginning tomorrow, we'll be experimenting with different ways of encouraging and hopefully enhancing the prayers of the congregation. First, we'll be changing up the prayer email a little bit. Instead of giving just a list of prayer requests, we'll be including a short devotional at the beginning, some content for your reflection, to give you some guidance and some space to process your life before the Lord. We really feel like it's valuable during this time of clutter and chaos to take time to be quiet before the Lord, to contemplate His goodness, and to hear from Him what He's doing in our lives. We'll also invite you to submit more prayer requests and even more praises. We'll, of course, keep offering the prayer focus on 3 families or individuals in the congregation, but we would love to have the prayer email become almost a community bulletin board of prayer updates, praises, and requests. To help make it easier for you to submit a prayer request, we made an online form for you to submit your prayer need. Just click on the link in this email to access the form. Please do make use of that. This is one way that we can keep in touch with the community during this time of separation. So if you're facing a layoff, please write in. Or if your neighbor just asked you about your faith in this scary time of fear, please write in about that too. We would love to have this section filled with news from our church family. So those are the updates about the prayer email that you'll see tomorrow. I have one last update for you about prayer. This Friday evening at 8 p.m., we're going to be hosting a church-wide prayer meeting on Zoom. This will be a liturgical prayer service that will feel similar to our Sunday morning prayer services here at the church. There are going to be responsive prayers, responsive readings, a song, and some time for reflection and then personal intercessions as we make our personal needs known to the Lord. It should last about 40 minutes long. We'll email you the link to that Zoom meeting, and we'll also email you the prayer service order of worship later this week. If you have any questions about using Zoom, please email us at the office and we'll try to help you figure it out so that you can join us. And please do join us. It's going to be a wonderful time for us to see each other face to face through the cameras, and for us especially to pray together during this time of uncertainty. Again, do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. We need to be bringing our daily prayer requests to the Lord. But we know that He hears us. I want to encourage you in your prayer with a couple of scriptures. These are scriptures of hope in the midst of trial. First, from the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 7. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. He knows those who take refuge in Him. And then from Psalm 46, which we'll be using in our prayer service on Friday. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. And then moving to verse 10 and 11, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. Brothers and sisters, the Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. God bless, and we'll see you this weekend.